Stephanie Vane, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, sorry for the same thing, but you know, the last video, this video, I kind of filmed them on the same day. So anyway, today's video, as you can see from the title, is going to be an unhauling. I would probably have already, I definitely already donated these by the time you're watching this. Yeah, just donate to Goodwill. So that way people can buy them for like $1, $1.50. You know, it isn't a half bad deal. Now, these books, you know, first let's talk about how when I first started BookTube, I bought way too many books. Second, let's talk about how a lot of those books I probably am never going to read. Third, some of these have been on my shelf since before I started BookTube. And fourth, when I buy books, I have this unfortunate thing of like, oh, this looks really good. But, I mean, I'm getting better at it, but I always forget to check if it's a sequel in a series. And it turned out to be a sequel. And then I'm like, great, goodness. I just bought the book. I mean, I usually get it really inexpensive anyway, so it's like $1. But I have gotten a lot better with the books I'm buying. None of the books that are in this unhauling are going to be books that have been anything from like January to now. It may have been from like December before. Just cause. And I might have a couple more. I just haven't decided if I'm going to keep them or not. But the books I'm doing are like really old books, or they're from like last year. And I just keep looking and I'm like, yeah, you're not going to get read. Like at all. At all. So let's get on with it. The first book is Ghost Town by Rachel Kane. It is like the millionth book in the Morganville, what is it? Yeah, Morganville Vampires. I didn't realize, and it says it right here on the inside, which is the sad part. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 9th book in the series. I'm like, God damn it. It sucks. I'm an idiot. They should just come with like numbers on the cover because apparently people like me don't look inside. Yeah, I think that would be a really smart idea. The next one, sorry if you hear this. I have them in a bag because I'm literally like unhauling them and taking them later to Goodwill. Anyway, the second book I have here is Deadfall by Robert Leparulo. I've had this book on my shelf for many years. But I've definitely had this on my shelf for about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And I had another one I already got rid of, but I kept this. I was like, oh, I might read it. And then I started reading it. Didn't really get into the story, so why am I going to keep it? I have many other books that I want to read. And this has just been sitting there for too long. Next. Another one of those, like I just got it to get it. And it's just a bunch of, it's called Crimes by Moonlight. Edited by Charlene Harris. You know, I've attempted to read a bunch of these short stories, and I've come to the conclusion that unless it's done by the same author, I don't really like short stories. Because, I mean, I don't know. I've just, from like the 3 or 4 that I've done, I've read short stories before, but usually when it's by the same author and they do the same. But I don't know. At the moment, though, I'm not a huge fan of them. I tried reading this. I just thought the stories were mediocre. I was like, whatever. Goodbye. I also have Dry Eyes, Weather Manipulation on a Global Scale by Bill Evans and Mariana Jameson, and I don't want it anymore. I was going to get the series for this because I was like, I had wanted to read it, but, and that probably might actually be the video I film right after this. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But I have this thing where I like young adult, but I'm being more selective about the series that I read in young adult because I don't enjoy young adult as much as I used to. I'm really getting into like the new adult and adult stuff. And by new adult, I mean like the fantasy, dystopian stuff in new adult. Not so much the romance because it's all like meh. So Sever by Lauren DeStefano. This is the 3rd book in the Chemical Garden trilogy. They do have it on Scribd, so I may eventually read the 1st book if I like it, and I think they have the 2nd book and the 3rd one on audio, something like that. But I just don't care for it at the moment, and I don't feel like reading it. The next one is Basketball Diaries by Jean Carroll. I got 90 pages. I was almost done with it. but I just really didn't like it. I don't like the writing style, the story. I've seen the movie, and I used to read books like this a lot when I was younger, like in high school. I was like really into like the depressing shit. But obviously I'm not anymore. Well, I mean, not like this. It's just kind of like, nah. I just didn't like the writing. I thought it was kind of, I mean, really, I would probably give this a 1 out of 5 stars. So, yeah, I started it, didn't finish it, don't want it anymore. The second in a series. Need I say more? I have here My Paper Chase Stories of True Vanished Times by Harold Evans. It's a hunker of a book. I was very interested, but quite frankly, I just don't care. I don't care about it. James Thompson, Lucifer's Tears. Yeah, don't care. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.